It is that time again, and that time again is Thursday. Yes, it is Thursday. Well done for knowing what day of the week it is. Intelligence. Right, let's get straight onto it. Straight into the old doings. Straight into the old doings. We shall start it loading off, and nope, it decided to go off. That is unfortunate, to say the least. But there you go. What we'll have to do is try that again and hope for the best. Otherwise, maybe we won't be doing Dragon Quest Builders 2. But no, nope. Okay, you decided not to go again. Interesting. Now, what is wrong with you on this occasion? Because there shouldn't be anything wrong with you on this occasion. And yet, for some reason... Let's try it like that and hope it does the thing. Every possibility. There we go. It's clicked into the loading screen now. So, we are good to go. We will probably do not a whole lot of stuff. I do have a couple in mind. I want to pop to some of the sort of other islands, partially because we've never been to all of them, and partly because we've not been to all of them, we haven't got the achievement for going to all of them. So the general plan is to potentially grab a cheeky little achievement. Unfortunately, I think all my Steam overlays are turned off, so you won't actually see the achievement pop, but if I look it up afterwards, it might have. Anyway, let's have a look through some snapshots. The current contest theme is climbing frames. I suppose I could try and do some kind of theme build for this, but I must admit that's not on my radar of things to be doing at this time. As I say, some of these are really nice, and I'd love to build something quite so magnificent, but it might just be a bit more of a technical thing, where I just build it as technically and as accurately as I possibly can in order to sort of deal with the tablet target. Anyway, let's do 5 counts. So 1. It's all Christmas again. 2. It's Christmas again. It's all Christmas. Everything's Christmas. We seem to have been lodged into the Christmas area. And I mean, I don't know. I don't necessarily mind being lodged into a Christmas area, but it's not necessarily what you always want. Little dog, arf arf. I'd get that dog out of the way of that train. And I know this is way more than 5, but it's fine. Robot. There you go. That proves you can dye the spaceship stuff. Okay, so find more residents. Collect every kind of animal. Recruit residents with different jobs. Befriend lots of different monsters. Recruit monsters of the Island of Awakening. Nice. I'm not sure who that is. Hey, Veldin. Wake up. I said, wake up, you lazy snorer. I think it might be Malroth. Yeah, it's Malroth. I had a nasty feeling it was Malroth. And so I got entirely the wrong voice there, but never mind. Finally up and at 'em, Veldin. Today's a big day. We're not stuck in some madman's mind anymore. We've made our own world. Now we can build whatever we want and nobody can stop us. So have you decided what we're going to make first? Veldin. I see you're finally awake, Mr. Sleepyhead. Thought you'd never wake up, but I'm glad you have, because I have work for you to attend to. Lulutopia is in need of a new building. I require a tower so tall it will tickle the heavens. It shall be called Lulu's Obelisk. Veldin, please. Help me. Malroth, it's very nice that you learned how to throw your voice, but I must ask you to stop it. These childish games of yours aren't impressing anyone. What are you talking about? I didn't. This way, please. Huh? Which way would that be? With ears like that, I wouldn't think you'd need to ask. Veldin, maybe if you gave the echo flute a toot, it might be able to point us in the right direction. My God! I've not used the echo flute in a very long time. That reminds me, I very nearly forgot to mention something rather important. Veldin, when you hopped into that vortex to rescue Malroth, did you notice that you dropped all of your possessions? It's a jolly good job I was there to pick everything up for you, isn't it? Try to be a little less careless in the future if you could. Ah, thank you. All of my stuff! Oh no! I haven't got the space to take all of my stuff. Do I have a treasure chest on me that would allow me to store some of this stuff? I don't necessarily think it's going to disappear, but I also don't really want to take that chance. So, do we have a container that I can use? We do have the colossal coffer. So if we pop that in there instead of that blade, we can pop the colossal coffer. I mean, I suppose just there will suffice for now. And now what we can do is get rid of that shirt. I realise that's not enough to actually clear out an inventory, but I'm going to just sort of clear out a bunch of these random materials that I don't necessarily need. But then I want to keep some, I just don't necessarily want them all. So I'm primarily looking for sort of like double stacks that are of no significance, but I don't think that's quite going to be enough, so I'm going to have to ditch stuff that is of no importance. But you know for a fact, at some point I'm going to go, oh, wouldn't it be nice to have one of these? And I'm going to have a load of those, just not know where they are, which is slightly awkward. Awkward indeed, yes. What is that? That's a hollyhock seed. What does the hollyhock seed do for me? Well, usually I would have my monster munchies on my hotbar. Oh, no. There we go. That's what I wanted. I think this is a... Oh no, it is a flower. Okay, fair enough. I suppose I could probably ditch the sheep music. That wouldn't necessarily go amiss. But I am going to have to sort of remember that I've ditched all of my sheep music in here. And hope that I can... Because I don't... Let me just double check. Whoops. All of the wrong buttons all of the time. So I think you use the sheet music. Yeah. I think you use the sheet music with an instrument. You don't just learn the sheet music and then can choose a piece of music at any given time. So we have to deposit the musical stuff for now. Grab as much as we can there, I suppose, and now try and figure out what else we can ditch. But I can't believe I've gotten through 7 blooming inventory spaces. I suppose we don't really necessarily need a bunch of bones. We probably don't need that. Don't need our huge horns. We don't need the flowers. Might be good to keep a furnace. I probably don't need a fire for now. Let's see how close we are now. No, still quite some distance away from the whole actually sort of finalising the whole getting rid of things thing. Whether the eyeball will come in handy at some point, but for now we'll go with the idea that it's not important. I think, unfortunately, this is... I thought the colossal coffer worked differently to how it appears to actually work. What I thought it did was I could put chests in chests, but then I could use those chests to store stuff. So that's probably the most sensible option. Just seeing what we don't immediately need, but I feel like whatever I ditch, I'm going to want. But there you go. Now I'm assuming, yeah, I can't put anything further in there. But I did spot the fact that we do have some gold chests, which I think we can use as regular chests. Don't necessarily quote me on it, but we'll see. We'll soon see. Do you have... No, you do not have regular chests as... Oh. Oh, there we go. I was going to say, I can't seem to get rid of it. Interesting. Is that enough to finalise everything? No. Blarg. I don't know what I can do about this. It's Suppose I'm going to have to... Ah, there's a normal chest. Right, there we go. That's what we want. So, let us see. We don't necessarily need the Gorgus board on me right now, so... Pop that in there, pop that in there. Now we've got some stuff available for the sorting. Still a slight issue of what do I ditch? I suppose just these coloured blocks. I must admit, yeah, the colossal coffer is actually pretty much the same. Oh, still not quite. Still not quite. The colossal coffer is actually the same sort of volume of stuff as a regular chest, which seems weird. I suppose that's their decision. I won't keep it against them. Come on, we only had a few little bits left. Yes, I think I've now finally. Yes, I had a feeling that was going to be the case as well. Of course, I can't deposit things. Well, that's the builder's emblem. Interesting. Well, we'll put the zap trap away because we don't really need that. I don't think we really need cannonballs at the moment. Sapphires, probably not, but you never quite know. Yeah, those stones, mushrooms, protective planks. We don't need any of that for now. And now we'll put a bunch of stuff away. We could do with having some kind of building block available. What do we think? Probably that chert seems like a reasonable one. Although having said that, the arid earth might be slightly better. That's the ticket. Right, we've now got a slightly more organised inventory space. Now, did you actually want me to build this tower or not? Oh yeah, you wanted to use the flute. I'd already forgotten. I'd already forgotten about the whole flute situation. Can't even remember how to bloody equip the blooming flute. There we go. As I say, it's been such a long time since I've used this sodding thing. It's just like this alien concept. What do I do with the flute? I do not know. I do not understand. But there you go. Got little pillar stone bits there. Interesting. Ah, there it is. Blimey, it must be miles away. Vernon, the sound of the flute just echoed back. Let's see where it leads us. Come on, you two. I'd prefer you not to come on, either of us. Tally-ho. So it was certainly somewhere in this direction. We'll just sort of... We'll go a fair distance here. And then have another crack at me tutor. Let's go for another toot on me tutor. Where do we think? Oh, over there somewhere. Now, the key question is... Whoops. The key question is, do you remember the buttons? No. No, I don't. Oh, wow. I mean, God only knows what it's going to be like playing Graveyard Keeper if you've been away for 2 days. Oh. You threw me off my flow there for a moment, but yes, fuck me indeed. Welcome, Mr. Albion Craft. Hey, Veldin, Melroth, Lulu. This way, quickly. Is that voice again? How does it know our names? Come on, Veldin, give the echo flute another blow and see if you can't narrow down where that voice might be coming from. Okay, I will toot my horn and see where the voice is coming from. I think it's going to be like above, maybe? Yeah, it's somewhere above. So we'll try at least. Oh, shit, yeah, I can't. There we go. I've got my hammer. It is warning me that it's somewhere far away, though. So, will I get away with that? Yeah, just about. That'll do. So it's difficult to know for certain. I feel like it might actually just be at the top of this mountain. And either way, I think being at the top and tooting my flute will be productive, even if the flute toot is not pointing me in this direction. So let's have another toot of my flute. Okay, that looks a little bit more downwards, interestingly enough. Again, very far away, so that makes me think off in this direction. I'll double check because I don't want to leave this location without... Oh no, okay, that's very strange. I mean, there are methods of just going down, and that's the method I'm going to utilise. Over here, please. Help, help, help me. Huh. Sounded to me like the voice was coming from inside these rocks. Well, we are now inside these rocks as well, so it's all good. There's only one thing for it. We knock a hole in the cliff and find out who's in there. That is generally what I'm doing, Chief. I was there ahead of you, son. Right. Let's have a toot on my float again. Hang on. I can't change my doings while Lulu's in the way. I feel like it's going to be devilishly difficult to... Oh, it's still down. I feel like it might have been better to go down and then dig into the mountain rather than going straight down a mountain, but... where's the fun in that? Let's go dig down. Let's dig our own personal little tomb. Me and Lulu. Theoretically, Maryl's supposed to be in on this tomb situation as well, but apparently he has escaped the tomb. Anyway, while I'm digging down, welcome, Miss Albion Craft. How are you? How are your doings? Are your doings good? Has it been going well? I know your little diorama piece has certainly been going very well. Let's check the toot. Check my tootings. Oh. Ah, interesting. I think we've gone too far. I'll have to have another toot on my float to try and identify where it perhaps came in from. Oh, hang on. Aha, okay. We're not... Wasn't so bad. I think it's more... Oops, no. Don't talk to her. Nobody wants to talk to her. Nobody ever wants to talk to her. What we want to do... Smash ourselves a little hole here. That's interesting. I thought there was a little cubby hole here, but turns out not so much. Hello, Mr. Chester Phoenix. How are you? Are you doing well? We are Dragon Quest Buildings. I missed 1 week and I beat the game. Indeed, you chose the worst week to miss, I'm afraid. Working. That kind of sucks. Oh, we want to go a little bit higher. I wonder if we can see if we smash here. Let me see. But I'm all right. I'm playing Dragon Quest Builders, so always good. Whoopsie doodles. Okay, currently eating a 99. Oh, very decadent. If you classify ice cream with a flake as decadent, and I don't know, that's what I do. This sort of track the noise is proving bloody difficult. It's a slightly different material, but I don't think it's made any difference. No, okay, let's try tooting the float, see if we can't get it just a little bit more. Wait for it. Oh, hang on. Still above me. Cock. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you eventually. Okay, let's try. Well, I've just buried my friends. That's fine. Whoops! No, now I've fallen. Now I've fallen, and I don't know if I can get up. Who am I kidding? Of course I can. Can get up. Now, let's try here. Still further up. I dramatically overestimated the depth with which I needed to go. Come on. Okay, now we're looking like we're in the right direction. Especially because we do seem to have... Ah, there he is. I knew he was here somewhere. It's alarmingly difficult to find the little bastard. Here you go. I wonder if maybe I messed up and took him down further than he was supposed to or something by taking blocks out from under him. Oh well. Ho ho ho, you must be one wondering how I wound up here. Believe me, I'd much prefer to have been revived somewhere more convenient. Well, what in blazes are you doing here at all? I thought you'd snuffed it. We all saw what Hagen did to you. All in a good time, young lady. Why don't we get out of this cramped cave first? Abracadabra. Whee! He does magic now. Well, aren't you going to explain why you're still alive? Ho ho ho, it's all rather simple. Really, you see, I'm a spectral abstraction of an existential energy. I can be transformed but never destroyed. That makes no sense whatsoever. How dare you just disappear like that? You horrid, hoary, hideous hermit. Do you have any idea what your antics have put me through? Oh, my dear Lulu, you must have been very upset indeed. Allow me to comfort you. How about a hairy hug with a handsome hammerhood? Yeah, I bet you'd like to have a hug with plenty of people. I was half hoping you were just another illusion. It seems like you're the real thing. Indeed I am. It wasn't just the world you brought back to reality, you brought me back too. Ah, well, I suppose every cloud has a grey lining. Every silver cloud has a grey lining. There you go. That's the better way of reversing the phrase. As a reward for all your hard work, I have a little gift for you, an extra special recipe. I've been saving this one. Oh, what did I learn? Like a cooking recipe or a building recipe? Oh, a building recipe, okay. The Ultimallet. A hammer that's as hefty as it is holy. Attack plus 12 can break horrendously hard blocks. Nice. Ho ho ho. A tremendous tool like that will be a great benefit as you break blocks and build buildings. Indeed, you managed to be around for the hairy hermit. Everybody's always around for the hairy hermit. I'm a little jealous of your new toy Velden, but as long as you use it for the gory glory of my Empire of Evisceration, I suppose I'll let you keep it. It certainly looks the part. Once you've made that magnificent mallet, work on Lulutopia can begin in earnest. How many times do we have to go over this, Lulu? This island is going to be the seat of my world-dominating empire. Don't be ridiculous, Malroth. You may have acquired the ability to build a few basic bits and bobs, but you're still nothing more than a thick-headed hooligan. Watch it, Missy. I used to be the master of destruction, remember? I'll swat you into oblivion if you're not careful. Ho, ho, ho. I see you two have no intention of breaking the habit of a lifetime. Well, Velden, this is where the real adventure begins. There's nothing to hold you back now. So get out there and build away. Don't ever stop. Velden, you're free to build whatever you like and go anywhere you please now. You don't need me to tag along anymore. But if you ever want to hang out, just use the residence register and give me a shout. Got that? Malroth leaves the party. Not for long. He's going to be straight back in that party. See you around, Velden. You get your fat ass back here. Free as a build. The builder's tale may have come to an end, but the real building has barely even begun. You're now free to create whatever you desire and turn the Isle of Awakening into your very own paradise. Sweet. Get rid of that. It offends my sensibilities. I can float over here, I can float over there, I can float wherever I want because I haven't got any cares. I think at the end of the day I want to sort of float over there, and I'll probably want to, I can use the buggy to just sort of blitz around on nowadays as well. But I suppose, is that, oh that's the dock, yeah. I could warp to the dock, but a lot more fun to float. It's more fun to float. Float down to the world. I've got a potato! I will go get my potato. I'm going to need to eat my potato. Not quite yet, but there we go. I got myself a potato. I left that cooking when I last left this place. It's been cooking for days, weeks, some would say. And the final piece of my builder's table, the ultimate creation of building. I've just put a little spire in the middle, but I've also remembered all of the recipes I've learnt on Malhalla. Shiny spaceship walls, spaceship capitals, spaceship foundations, citadels, tainted glass, tainted glass, tainted glass, ramps, viewing domes, unholy altars, storage bays, helms, Nick Helm! I don't want to work in admin. You can take your helm and stick it in your pipe. Tubing, pipes, pipes, pipes and pipes, all the pipes, the pipes, the pipes, oh daddy boy, and all the rest of that song. Potatoes, you know, boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. I've jacketed mine, which is neither boiling them, mashing them, nor is it sticking them in a stew. Different method of cooking altogether there, isn't it? You stick a jacket in the oven. I was going to say you stick a jacket in the potato, but I was confused, so it wouldn't have made sense. Okay, so from His Majesty to the King. Yes, how do you fare? Are my subjects behaving themselves in your kingdom? The population of Moonbrook has increased of late, thanks to, no doubt, to my regal effervescence, and in some small part of the peace report here. Royal regards, His Majesty the King of Moonbrook. P.S. You are hereby ordered to keep this message as a treasured heirloom. I mean, I'm sorely tempted to just discard it, but I won't. I've kept every other letter, so I'll keep them all. Dear Veldin, Wafina, I can't remember her voice. Wafina wanted to send you a message, so I penned this letter verbatim on her behalf. Woof woof woof, woof woof woof, woof woof, aroo, a woof woof woof, grr, woof woof, a woof woof woof, woof. Yours vicariously, Saffron. Thank you. I'm so glad. Captain Whitebones was... Oh, yeah. Hello, Builder. As Trix. The whole crew of the Ark are doing great. Arisblottle and Grenville send their regards. However, I write to you with bone-shaking news. After we escaped Malhalla, the Ark got wedged in that pesky world between worlds. Seems we're stuck here for the foreseeable. I don't even know if this letter will reach you. Forsakenly yours, Captain Whitebones. You have to be barking mad to send a letter like that. I mean, you do have to question her sanity for A, thinking the dog wanted to send a message, and B, then actually sending said message. She is barking mad, as you say. Right, it's just saved, so we'll take a chance on this occasion. Ahoy there, Veldin, you scurvy scallywinkle. So you and Malroth managed to rebuild the world, eh? Not bad for a night's work. Turns out only ye, Mary, and Lulu were from the real world. All the other cabin boys and girls were just illusions. But now this island ain't an illusion no more, right? I'll need more crowns to redraw my sea maps if it is. If it wasn't for you, Veldin, I'd be 6 leagues under, if you catch my driftwood. I'll continue to serve as your ferryman, as long as you'll have me. If there's ever anywhere you want to go, just come and charter me up. Yar. Well, one thing I must admit I did forget, and I'm wondering if we can do a sort of cheeky little simple build here. Difficult to know for certain. I don't see what I was looking for there, so let's go in all and see if we can actually find what I'm after. It's not going to be any of those. No, not going to be any of those. It's definitely not a light. It could plausibly... It's not really what you'd classify as furniture, but it apparently is. Let us build another one of these residence registers. And then I kind of want to big table. You got me a big table? I mean, that one is classified as enormous table. I quite like the idea of the emblematic table, but you know what, fuck it, let's unlock and build ourselves an enormous table. A tremendous table crafted by a crack carpenter can, in fact, be dyed. Do I happen to have... I suppose I could keep it simple. That's the extractor, which I could use. That's the ding ding dun. Let's just build myself a cheeky little ting ding ding dun around here, because it'll be a lot easier than having to go back and find my pre-existing one. What I'll possibly try and do is build some kind of tinting dun room where I've got the stain extractor and everything else as well. But no, unfortunately I do not have any black dye, which is a shame because I would have preferred a black table. But I don't know. Maybe we can make do with a red table. Can't. Have a cheeky little red table. Table of red. Didn't mean to do that reference. It just sort of happened. That is not as enormous a table as I was promised, I don't think. No, it really isn't. Because I'm going to need 2 of those enormous tables going. When you said enormous table, I was imagining something a lot bigger. But there you go. I suppose let's get myself a second enormous table. Hey, you bastard! I was not expecting a ghost up my asshole. Nobody really does. And apparently, I cannot claim now to be unafraid of no ghost. Because it scared the bejesus out of me with him just suddenly appearing. I was not expecting him to be here. And yes, I do rather like the idea of having 2 tables of red dancing with me. What happens if I built another table? No, that wouldn't work out. No, I suppose for now it's just going to have to... Maybe I can... Do I have any on me? Something like extra parchment or some... yeah, bottles, carafes. Maybe we'll go with... Yeah, that's not bad. Do quite like that. Yeah, a little thematic little grouping there. And then maybe we'll take the bottles as well. There's something else, yeah, stationery possibly. A book. So on the other side we'll have our little bottles. An extra piece of stationery. Whoops, I don't want the book there. A little book there and a little book there. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll angle the other book just slightly differently. And now it looks like the beginnings, basically the beginnings of a pleasant little dock. It's going to have to be moved and changed, but nonetheless, a pleasant little dock for now. Residents can now move between the Isle of Awakening and their home island. Ooh. That means, yes, I can bring Clayton, Saffron, Wafina, the ghostly guest, Serge, can we have words, mate? What are we doing, Serge? I mean, I always sort of thought you leaned that way, but I don't think you'd actually go the whole hog. Or the whole rabbit, I suppose. But yeah, fair dues. You do you, son. But I'm not going to lie. It's a surprise. Jules is just Jules. Anybody else? Oh, I thought you'd whipped your midriff out, but it's a belt. No, you've not changed. And a ghostly guest is a ghostly guest. I can bring the king. I can force the king to come with me if I wanted to. Malroth, whoosh. Well done, Malroth. You've got here bloody quick sticks. It's almost like he was just waiting off camera just to be useful. And I made him useful. And I'm pleased by that fact. Right. Let us talk to Brownbeard. Ahoy there, Velden. You know what I've been thinking? An accomplished builder like ye will want to get off this poky little island and spread his water wings. Well, it just so happens that I eyed an uncharted region of the 11 seas with an island floating in it. It's a strange new land called Buildertopia. I marked it on my chart with a crayon if you'd care to take a look. I will possibly take a look. Ahoy, Velden. Where will you be hauling anchor today? You can now travel to Buildertopia. Did you sort of highlight where that was going to be? Or Sunny Sands, Defiled Island, the Unholy Home, Coral Cave, Ramir Reef, Moonbrook, Crumbledon, Iridescent Island, Soggy Skerry, Furrowfield, Bamboo Bluffs, Blossom Bay, and there is Buildertopia. Can't quite remember what Buildertopia is, but I think we did Blossom Bay. Oh no, maybe not. I'm not even convinced we've been there at all. And then the Bamboo Bluffs we can't sort of see. Soggy Skerry, good. We completed the Soggy Skerry. We completed the Iridescent Island. Don't think we've ever been to the Fisherman's Island. Laguna Perfuma. We have completed Laguna Perfuma. We've never unlocked the Coral Doodah. Rimy Reef, however, we have. So I tell you what, I will put it out to the chat. Oh no, okay, I can't just put it out to the chat because two of these are unexplorable because I don't have the heart points. So would you like to see the brand new Coral Cay, the brand new Sunny Sands, the Angler's Isle, the Blossom Bay, or the Bamboo Bluffs? So I'll go through them again. The Bamboo Bluffs, the Blossom Bay, the Sunny Sands, the Coral Cay. Yeah, Coral Cay, Sunny Sands, Blossom Bay, or Bamboo Bluffs. I'm fairly certain that's all of the things. That's all of the options. Oh, Angler's Isle is also. Like the sound of Sunny Sands. Let's hope you're not disappointed. We are off to the Sunny Sands. There she blows. Now you can set sail for Sunny Sands anytime you like. When you travel between islands, you have to save the game and do weird things. All aboard for a trip aboard. Time to set sail. Ha ha ha. Let's go. And away we travel. What will we find on the Sunny Sands? One assumes sunshine and sand. If we find neither sunshine nor sand, I've been severely misadvertised. The Robo-Buggy. Buggy. I suppose you potentially missed. I don't know how much of the buggy you got or did not get, but you certainly missed the ultimate form of the buggy, where it took off and flew through the skies with the greatest of ease, shooting the bad guys in their knees. The explorer's shores. Well, I think we've stumbled across a builder bit. I think that's what you do in Buildertopia. I think I was trying to explain it previously, but did a poor job of it. But I think if you look at this structure over here, which we will head towards. Oh, hello. Shh. Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting pussy. I got to get my hands on the pussy. Stroke that pussy. Hell yeah. I just befriended Cat. The cat has joined my party. The cat sat on the mat, and the cat did a la chat. First class boarding. Hello, this is first class boarding. Hello, I'm Emily. I work as a dancer. I left my village hoping to see the world, but nasty storm left me shipwrecked on this island. Would it be right if I came with you? I don't know what else to do. Yeah, go on, you might as well. Brilliant. I can't wait to see your island for myself. Now a bit of the world ticked off the list, eh? Hey. Emily comes to live on the Isle of Awakening. I seem to have missed a lot last week then. Well, it was a 3-hour special because we got locked in the finale because I wasn't allowed to save. is basically what happened. I thought, I know, we can do a little bit more, and then I can just save it and come out of it. Nope. Nope. You are not allowed to save and come out of it. You'll have to just leave. You just have to live with completing it. But there you go. But here you go. This is First Class Lounge. So what I think you do is you build this sort of thing in Buildertopia, and then if it's selected, potentially at random, I don't know, it can turn up in a place like this, where is this going to be like second class boarding, economy class boarding. Wow, way to make a sort of class-based class-based attack in Dragon Quest Builders 2. Whoever this belongs to, the whole his first class, and then economy is just tucked down at the bottom. But we can get in the bath. Sorry, I've just completely upskirted him. He's only got a towel on, and the first thing I did was move the camera right off him. But it's fine. I don't think he actually has genitalia, so you don't have to worry too much about it. Right, so I think we can... Nope, okay. Oh, it's arid earth we want. Also, we want cactus trunk, as opposed to cactus jack. And I think what... I'm not sure precisely how I'm going to get... Oh, actually, no, I've got an idea. Anyway, are you not... Are you 100% sure? Surely that's a palm tree. Are you just not... Interesting. Interesting indeed. Why can't I seem to check anything off my list now? That is weird. Okay, so I can check that, because that's apparently sandy sandstone. And yet some of those other bits that are quite obviously bits, I can't seem to check off. Because this is definitely... I'll take it nice and slow. Is there another cat around here then? Oh yeah, there is, okay. Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting pussies. And goddamn cat. Very difficult to jump up in the air quietly. Yay! I've befriended another cat. Come with me, kitty cat. But yeah, you're 100% sure, game. Oops, no, don't. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. There you go. That is quite bad. The other thing that feels like it's gotten quite bad is yeah, I might need to turn that down perhaps. Because I don't know precisely why. Oh, I can't save on these islands. Okay, I suppose. Oh, there is an echo. There is an echo. I just don't really care. But let me try. No. Yeah, it definitely feels like it's the correct... Oh, we have checked it. How fucking weird. And then, yeah, check Cactus Crown as well. Excellent. Alright, well. It's worked eventually. It's worked eventually. And I suppose eventually will have to suffice. Don't know why it didn't seem to be working earlier on, but never mind. Right, we got that. Check the chili peppers. And now we want to... well, we're going to have to kill this mole, because Monty has decided to get the fuck in my way. And then what we want to do is smashy smashy, so that we have plentiful chili seeds that we can ideally bring back home and possibly utilise in our farmyard area. Then there is also a king slime there, but I don't know how much I care about the whole dealing with the king slime, because he's going to be quite a chunky boy. I don't know if I've got the patience to deal with an immensely chunky boy at this exact moment in time, unless he's friendly and will talk to me, in which case I could be no, he's not. Can't be bothered. Goodbye, sir. In fact, he is a super strong monster, making me even less inclined to actually bother with him. I'm sorry. I'm very lazy. And if something seems like it's going to take a while, I'm distinctly going to say no. Right, so we're going to probably want... Because, yeah, I've got a feeling that fucking copper golem up there is going to be a super strong monster as well. Now, I should probably try and deal with the super strong monsters, but with 2 cats in tow, I don't really want to bother. I think it'd have to be a separate trip, because otherwise chances are quite high I would lose my cats. And I don't want to lose my cats. I'd really rather not lose the cat at all. The cat wants to stay with me, and I want to stay with the cat. I think the cat is the best, especially when they get a little hat. How many hats do you think you could get for your cats? Well, at the moment, I think I'm going to need at least 3 cats. Copper, I hardly know her. Yeah, I was going to say, you definitely, if you barely know her, you definitely shouldn't be copper. You should not copper golem. That's the phrase I'm after. It's awkward trying to twist it into something filthy. Every now and again it is, anyway. Yaha! Dirt. He's very excited about dirt. And he very much enjoys his pampas grass. It's because he thinks he's going to get the pampering, but it turns out it turns into sort of grass fibres, which is alarmingly disappointing. I was sort of hoping for a 4th cat, but I think these guys are going to get in the way, aren't they? You're an asshole. You're an asshole. Digging down on me. Digging down on me. Oh, yes. You're an asshole. And I don't want you. Goody, goody, goo. I've got another cat. Another cat on my personage. I don't know what to do with this many cats. Well, I'll probably breed them for many more cats, possibly. Just set up a breeding farm. Oh my god, I could get a 5th cat. I don't want a 5th cat, is the honest truth. God's honest truth, I don't want a 5th cat. It's fine. You can keep your 5th cat. Nothing for shells, really? Nothing for shells? Unbelievable. You'd have thought one of my... checklist items would in fact be a I know it spotted us. I wasn't really trying. Don't worry, son. We've got 4 cats already, Maroff. That is 2 cats each, and that's probably that's probably 1 too many cats each. I think we should only really have 1 cat each. I suppose she could look after a cat, couldn't she? But that still means we are 1 cat too many, so we don't need any more cats in my life. I was scratching myself, hence why I wasn't able to jump. It's very awkward if you need a scratch and a scratch, and you've only got so many hands. Unfortunately, I don't have the one-handed controller that was available for the PS1. I was watching a YouTube video earlier regarding PS1 accessories. Cadicarus, I imagine people recognise the name even if they don't necessarily watch him, but quite amusing. And I mean, in fairness, this video was about a week old, and it's just when the video's like an hour and a half, it tends to mean I have to sort of go not right now. Of course, I've explained this in the past, which is the norm is I look at a video and go, oof, hour and a half in one sitting, I don't think I could do that. And then I will watch like 13 10-minute videos, which would be a lot more than the requirement there. 9 10-minute videos. I got my calculations confused. It's fine. But anyway, the key thing I'm saying is the fact that I sit and watch the exact same volume of video. I just feel better about it because it's in bite-sized chunks, and at any point I could, stop and not carry on watching videos. But I don't. I carry on watching the videos, meaning I could have just done the single video in the first place. But there you go. I see an 8-minute video and go, challenge. Yes, I suppose that is probably the way to look at it. But yeah, I find it's very much the opposite for me. It's very much a sort of like, oh, I don't know if I've got time for that sort of commitment. Although I did watch a 2.5-hour film earlier today as well, so different standards. I know, ridiculous, really, but still. Now that's the starting island. So I've actually done a massive fuck off loop. But here we go. We do have Gladiolus. I'm Gladiolus. I'm Gladiolus. And bananas and pyjamas are coming down the stairs. It's over a few sittings. Yeah, that's probably a good way of doing it. It's a pretty decent, a very decent compromise. Whereas I don't know, I find it's very much I have to sit down and watch it in one. Otherwise, I'm not going to go back to it. I'm not a huge fan of the sort of sit down, watch a bit, then put it away, sit down, watch a bit, then put it away. I just find that sort of like, no, I don't like it. I don't like it, sir. I've got another banana. I've got another banana. And a lovely fern. The ferns don't really do much of interest. Is that a... I can take some Gladiola, I see. I'm Gladiolus. I'm glad Aeolus was in the TV series Hercules, because I liked Aeolus in the TV series Hercules. It's because I like fancy fighting. I think I've explained this before, but Hercules, of course, being Hercules, had a very sort of, I'm going to punch you now. Be prepared for a big punch now. Big punch coming now. I've punched you quite substantially. And whoa, hello, sir. Do I really want to mess with you? I kind of do, because I think I do need mushrooms, yeah. I think we need to go down into the undergrowth. I think we need to go down in the undergrowth, where we do the things. But, unfortunately, this chunky motherfucker is apparently a tasty little fucking fighter. He's got his very own spin attack, but luckily for me, his spin attack is very much slightly more devastating to him than anything else. But, anyway, can't remember precisely what I was discussing there for now, but still. I tend to only do things in one sitting. That's one crucial thing that I was discussing, but outside of that, it's all completely gone. My mind's gone fuzzy. I think the camera might be a bigger threat. True. It doesn't do incredibly well in this sort of tight corner, or tight sort of close quarters type affair. Now, I was going to say, I think one of these ores, but... that one. But now we want sort of blues and diamonds. Oh, that's what's triggered the old doodah. I don't know. You don't know what the old doodah is, but will you get off the bloody thing, you fool? It doesn't seem what the camera was made for. No, it tries its best to be semi-intelligent, but anything really up close and personal, it struggles with. I suppose we might as well take these berries, although I think we've already got a ton of these berries. But yeah, I suppose. Weirdly enough, this is going to be one of the few... I'm suddenly now using a shed load of my flute. Okay, so sort of, I don't know, I guess... Is that the right one? I don't suppose it technically matters. Oh, far away, that's unfortunate, but we'll try and make some kind of like step scenario. And we're going to use it for the big... We're going to make big steps. Big steps down into the core of the world. I'm going on a journey to the centre of the world. Although there is every possibility that that is the bedrock substance I can't beat. Nope, it's not. Excellent. We'll check the flute in a moment. And give a little toot on the old flute, darling. Only on your birthday, son. Carry on. Carry on building stairs. Carry on building stairs. Eventually we'll probably want to go straight, but for now we'll carry on building stairs. Oh, I think I missed the button push and therefore didn't carry on my stairs. I didn't carry on the stairs. I should have made the effort to try and build the new hammer. I forgot. I think I've made a two-step. I've made a boo-boo. Never mind. I'll make a yogi next. Is it yogi? Yeah, yogi bear and boo-boo, isn't it? I've made another boo-boo. I'm just going to end up missing that time. Check my flute in a moment. What sort of sound is on my flute? Is it for... Oh no, it's... oh, hello, hello, hello. We have in fact basically made it. We're a little bit high, but... Oops, that's not exactly what I was after, but no, it's not quite what I was after either, but... Never mind, iron vein! Now, were you pointing to the iron, or were you pointing, I don't care, because I have found it all the same, supermassive mushroom cap. A supermassive mushroom cap. And I believe this is blue dye, yes it is, so I'm probably going to want to take this blue dye, owing to the fact that at that point, I can dye things blue. And let's be honest, doesn't everybody want to dye things blue? Only if you want a lot of porn. Because then you'd be dying to a different meaning of the word blue there. Oh, white dye as well. Nice. I wasn't expecting white dye. Cool. I'll take it though. I'll take it all. I don't care if I live or if I die. Dun, dun, dun. I don't care. Couple of nerd points going if you can tell me where that song comes from. You should know, because if you followed this channel for a prolonged period of time, we did play it. Well, I say this channel, technically it's on the YouTube channel, but nonetheless, congratulations if you've named that tune. I don't care. I had a nasty feeling I was going to twat that, twat the thing I hadn't meant to twat. Which, on this occasion, was that mushroom, because unfortunately that mushroom was kinda what I wanted when it came to my checklist. I'm one of two things I'll do. One possibility is I will just plop it down somewhere and check it, because I think that will be an option. The second option, yeah, we're sort of looking for a greenish block. I'm not sure what that greenish block is going to end up being. Second option is just find another one. I think I've covered... If I didn't cover both options correctly there. First option, find another one. Second option, plop it down and check it. Because I'm fairly certain you can do that with this sort of block. Oh, that's one of my blueberries, which is clearly going to be devilishly awkward to get to. Is that close enough to check the blues? Shine apples! So what we sort of looking for? We're mostly looking for kind of... Did we? Yeah, we dealt with the other shine apples. We're looking for sort of a bunch of blue mushrooms. A couple of sort of spiky bits. That small mushroom that I said I can probably cover. There's another crop up there somewhere. Ah, there we go. There's that small mushroom. We told you I'd find one, or at least I said I was probably likely to find one. I don't think that's the green block I'm looking for. I'll try and grab these. I can't be bothered with that die. If it's in an awkward position, I can't be bothered. But there you go. That's just the way it is. That's the way. I likes it. That's the way. I likes it. Do 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 do. Hey. Oh, wait, no. Up and stay up. There we go. Get the die. Get the die now. The die is cast. Is that one of the things I'm looking for? No, I think that's just iron ore. Is there another sort of... Not really. But I think I am going to be after some kind of diamond ore, so I'm thinking the flute. Difficult to know precisely what the flute's trying to aim me at, but I think it's probably diamond. Oh, hello. This way. Yeah, pretty much straight this way. Okay, that's going to make life a little bit easier. Do the big smash, because the bigger the area, the easier the camera is going to be to navigate. Plus, this island is of no consequence. If I literally smash everything on the island, nobody's going to care. Ah, check the green stuff, malachite. Now, the only slight problem is we're probably going to want to... Whoops. Probably going to want to sort of ditch at least something here. Probably grass fibres in favour of not that. It's the same button you just fucked up. Trying to get my hands on the malachite. Well, I mean, technically I got my hands on some malachite, so I'm not sure precisely how, but I'm definitely collecting malachite, so that will do. Unless, of course, the flute was pointing me towards malachite, in which case, Oh, down a bit now. Okay. Well, I suppose, whoops, that's the opposite of what you want to do. And you do say very far away, so... Again, not necessarily my most sensible decision, but... Hey! Then again, we fell into where we needed to go. And here's the sizable stalagmite. And you know the easy way of remembering a stalagmite versus a stalactite? There's actually several, in fairness. It's not one singular thing, ultimately. But the one I always knew is that stalactites hang tightly to the ceiling, and stalagmites might one day reach the ceiling. The other one, of course, is the one where it's just a case of do you know which one of stalactites are stalactites? Tights come down. Although that doesn't technically work out fully, because obviously in order to come down the tights have to have gone up in the first place, which means technically speaking, of course, you are talking about oh shite, oh I fucked that up, didn't I? Oh well, I'll have to be a bit more careful this time. I think this might have the similar... Whoops. I was facing the wrong direction. It's not my finest hour. But what I'm hoping... No. Bugger. Please don't tell me I've just demolished the one piece of diamond in the world. I'm thinking not. I'm thinking there's probably going to be another one buried deep in here somewhere, but... It may take a while. Which is a bit of a pain. A bit of a pain. We'll try that again here, since we're sort of in caverns. We don't necessarily want to just go smashing everything. Oh, no, over there? Over here. I'll try and sort of... Very nearby, interesting. Do we think maybe it is actually... Oh, they're the mushrooms! Excellent. Glumgus! Let's harvest ourselves some... Whoops, no, well, right, I suppose that'll do. Is it, like, directly below me? No, not... Oh, interesting, it's over there now. Fascinating, anyway. I can pick up the glumgus. Interesting, that must have been left over from the last time I was in a cave, I suppose. I'm wondering, I think it's in that little, or quite substantial in fairness, stack over here. So if I carefully extract some of these ores... No, I might be wrong. Yeah, I mean, there's always the possibility of me being wrong. Dang. Really thought I was onto something there. Apparently not. Whoops. That's where, if you push the 2 buttons at the same time and they don't do the order you want them to do, you're slightly buggered. Oh, okay. No, I'm slightly confused. Let's just use it again, I suppose, and hope I can unconfuse myself. Is it? Are you coming from that block? No, you're coming from over here. Oh, so maybe you're in here.
Yep.
Whoop, no. I want my hammer back. Ah, it's not quite what I was after, but mithril will do nicely. Have a bit of mithril in your heart. God damn the inventory situation. I don't know if I can stomach the inventory situation. Oh, I don't know what I want to get rid of. I can probably get rid of my wood. Because when I'm back on my island, I have... Ooh, delightful infinite wood. I have got infinite wood. A wood forever and a day. I've always got infinite wood. Oh no, nothing produces an echo anymore. Dang it, I'm going to have to come back to search for more diamonds at a later date. That is alarming. Alarm bells, alarm bells. Everybody's got good alarm bells. Alarm bells, alarm bells. Do you trigger the alarm bells? So, yeah, the one thing I'm missing there is diamonds. Sunflowers are not going to be grown down under unless there's some kind of secret below cavern. I'll just see if maybe we can get lucky and get another pick up on the thing, but no, nothing else seems to produce an echo. So what we'll do... I'm slightly surprised I didn't find the... oh, there we go. Builderdom's Best we'll walk back to. And hope we can find some flowers. Because we want some flowers. Yes, so, well, yeah, but... hate having to change tools every time. I really didn't want to fight a king slime, and I still don't really want to fight a king slime, which is why I plan on not fighting a king slime. Oh, except of course, I've just remembered there's a copper golem up here, isn't there? Stuck between a copper golem and a hard place. Yeah, I was going to say, there we go. Copper golem, never mind. Didn't really get the trajectory I was necessarily after. I just wanted to get out of there. But I figured I'd sort of just float off here. See if maybe I could find a patch of grassy area again. We're probably looking for some kind of sort of little oasis or something. Which is going to be difficult considering we basically have explored most of this island. So there's a touch in the middle, but outside of that, plus I'm fairly confident that touch in the middle is exclusively ocean. There's nothing stopping me having a swim. Holy balls! It's deep. It's deep, very deep, very deep, very deep. It's deeper than deep, much deeper than you'd like. Deep, very deep, very deep, very deep. Deeper than deep, much deeper than you want. And that's what Tim Vine, again, for anybody unaware, that was a Tim Vine song, or an approximation to a Tim Vine song. I can't guarantee it was exactly the right lyrics, but it's close enough. Close enough for the current purposes of simply referencing the song. Do 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 do. No. I don't think sunflowers would be like a random thing that don't always turn up. But I am beginning to wonder if maybe you just have to get lucky in the oasis. Because again, I don't know. I've said it a few times now, I think, so but I'll reiterate it just in case. These islands are randomly generated every time you visit them, so they are never the same twice, which is good for the fact that I obviously forgot to check off diamond, and there appears to only be one diamond in the entire place, but bad for the fact that I don't know if the same can be said about sunflowers. Are sunflowers a rare commodity that may or may not appear? I mean, there's a bit of a gap over there, but I don't think there's an island, is there? I'll tell you what, we'll call it quits on Sunny Sands and find another place. I'm slightly curious about the there was the anglers place. I wouldn't mind going and exploring the fishing, because I don't remember there being actual fishing in this game, but the fact that there is an angler's bay does make you wonder if there is in fact some kind of fishing mode. I do love a good angle. Obtuse. Alright, fine. I don't love a good angle. Oh, there you go. Yours is better. I just thought of obtuse first. That's the problem. Especially the acute ones. Yeah, that's the one. Explorer's shores are magical. You sure you want to return to your island? I think I do. There she blows. Set sail. Let's go. Bake a cake with our, I don't know what, baking powder I suppose is key. Chip and Megabyte. I don't know specifically which one's which. I'm assuming Megabyte's the dog. I'm thinking they've probably put them in order, but that's really quite a nice one. I'm going to like that one because I think it's clever that they've made a little man and a little dog. And the little man has lamps on his head and a big gun. And the dog has tiles for eyebrows. And don't we all strive to have tiles for eyebrows? I've asked many a potter. I've gone up to him and gone, Mr. Potter, sir, are you able to give me tiles for eyebrows? And they always go, no. And I think, for fuck's sake. Tell you what, that cat's got a bit of an attitude, hasn't he? All the rest of his fun-loving cats wandered off this direction. Not that guy. I suppose, arguably, he knows where it's at, doesn't he? He's following Emily. Cheeky little bastard cat. A cheeky bastard. A cheeky bastard cat. Oh, yes. Right, we'll have a cheeky little save, and then I might just try knocking that graphic settings down a touch. I don't know. The only problem is I don't know whether that's going to do the nasty things. No, I think we're all okay. I think it's lowered the resolution a touch without actually lowering the resolution a touch. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but basically it stretches it, I think, is the idea. But that to me is the superior method. You ask it to do a lower resolution and then it stretches it out to the maximum resolution of the screen. And that is optimal, for me at least. I know some would perhaps look at that and I've gone the wrong place. Some would look at that and go, we already knew. Somewhere along the line, whatever you do is always wrong. So we knew for a fact that you were going to have fucked it up in some fashion. But there you go. Keep meaning to put stairs there, don't I? Oh. Yes. Quite pleased you can reach that. Now we had several flooded farms, which must admit not going to help with chili peppers, are they? Oops, no. Oh, maybe they do. Oh, maybe the chili peppers have to be in arid earth. Let's just have a quick check. Oh, they're chili peppers, not seeds. You fucking agent. Fucking ants. Pain in the arse. Hey, so let's plant all of our chili seeds. And they will get terribly cold. Theoretically, I think everybody will go and rush and get sort of... They'll pop in and try and water these plants, but I can't guarantee it. The people have been moronic in this area. Oh, I see. Okay, I can't actually register that as them at any moment. They'll go a rush a bee. They might be. Hey, there we go. Good. They're bringing their cabbages. I don't know precisely why they're bringing their cabbages. We don't need cabbages. We need water. But fine. If you insist. Fun little fact, if you're interested. Because there's a water channel here, these ones are already moist. You can see the same here. Dry, moist. Moister. The moistest. Or moistest, I suppose. I completely neglected the idea of a T in there. Yeah, moist. Moist as moist can be. How much moister could moist be if a moist man did moister moist? If you like the sound of those moists, then you can... Chili banana? Chili banana. No chili bananas. I have got no chili bananas today. Oh, my bag is full. Balls and stuff. Chili meat? Chili meat's got to be a thing, surely. Stick a bit of meat in, stick a bit of chili in. Cook it. Yes, go on, son. Yes, brand new recipe. Woo! Banana meat? No. Banana juice. I suspect it's just going to be a fruit juice, though. Is it just going to be the standard fruit juice? Yeah, it is. And I've only got one banana left. One banana, two bananas, three bananas, four bananas. Have you got a bunch of bananas? Oh, that's just a... I'm pretty certain we've cooked that before. It's a turf and trough, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Delicious diggers jigger. Maybe... Oof. See, this is where recipe fiddling is very difficult. It's plausible that if maybe I put in like that and a chili. No. That's interesting. That meat appeared to be gyrating. I appeared to be gyrating my meat. There is a slight clue, I think. Because like there, if I put in that first, you can tell that it's happy to go with these, but not happy to go with anything else. Oh, is that just going to be a standard fruit flan? Oh, yeah, it is. Blast. Oh, but we do now have a brand new searing steak. Let's find out. A flaming fillet that fills its eater with energy. Gains you fullness of 40%, not bad. HP 10, not terrible, but you don't eat the food to recover HP, in fairness. But it does increase your attack strength as well, which is quite good. Would you put eggs and chili? No. Is that pancakes? I feel like that's pancake. That's pancakes. I thought it was. It's fine. I mean, sort of. You'd maybe consider. No, you wouldn't. Apparently. Yeah, no, you wouldn't consider any of those. Fish? No. As I say, there's sort of an element of clue, but equally like not enough clue. Yeah, I had a feeling that was all rubbish. That's fine. We'll leave them cooking, and I think with the cooking in this, that's definitely a look it up situation, because otherwise you're going to be there for fucking decades. Just trying every combination of food you can possibly think of and hoping beyond hope that their idea of how to build something isn't some odd little esoteric thing that you're never going to think of. So, there you go. That's my thoughts on the matter anyway. And there you go. See, they did piss all over the chilies, which is nice. It's what we needed. God damn it. Why is there a giant scorpion in my farm? These are the sort of crazy questions sometimes you have to ask. Well, the chickens are clearly happy, because the chickens are laying eggs. Eggy weggy woo. Oh, I think I wanted to use those for seats. Oh, yeah, because I was supposed to be building a play park next to the animal farm, I think. Oh, I don't know if I've got any of those swing seats. Oh, I do have some swing seats. Okay. I mean, why wouldn't there be a giant scorpion in your farm? Oh, you know what? I can't necessarily deny your logic there. Tree swing! And tree swing! I can't for the life of me remember what else would be needed in a play park, but still. We also need to go find... Didn't we have... Was it in like the castle or somewhere else? I don't know. Let's go explore the castle, but I think I had another big chest available. No! It wasn't in the castle. I remember where it is now. It's in the middle of the pyramid. That's fine. I know things. Not often, but I do. Amazing chest ahead. That's going to end in your death. You died. Everybody always does. Oh yeah. Right, so put away the iron ingots, I suppose. Suffice. Are you trying to start an engine? Yes, apparently I am. The engine of my mind. Do do do. And unfortunately, it is the most unreliable engine of them all. There you go. What was it the other day? Actually, it was quite some time ago, because this was back when Elden Ring was the sort of... I mean, it's... Oh, cock. It was back when Elden Ring was an cock. I really must finish that off, but... That's not a today job, I don't think. That's a tomorrow job. That's basically my everyday life, if you're interested there. You just got an insight into my everyday life. What's this? Is this something I should do today? No, that looks like a tomorrow job. Should I finish this? No, that looks like a tomorrow job. Right, now we've fiddled around with all of that. We'll go back to the dock and have another wander around a brand new island. See if we can accomplish a thing. Right, I said I fancied going to Angler's Isle, so I will have a look at Angler's Isle and see what happens. Hello again, Albion Croft. I take it, as you said you were working, have you been delivering bits and bobs? If I understand your job correctly, it's delivering... is it actually sort of... Oh, you've just got home, that's fair. So theoretically you have recently been delivering bits and bobs, I suppose. But yeah, grocery delivery. So is that as in like you're taking them to the shop so that the shop can put them on the shelf, or you're taking them from the shop to the customer in that sort of grocery delivery type fare? I can't imagine it makes that much odds to me personally, but I thought I'd ask. Customer deliveries, okay. Fish fancier's favourite place. Oh no! No! You're bad men and women at the world of Square Enix and the whichever factory is specifically there. Lost 2 jobs because of COVID. Oof. Did this for a bit and it's hard work but fucking easy. It's an interesting contradiction. It's hard work but fucking easy. I think I get what you mean by that, but it is quite the in sentence form it is quite the contradictory sentiment. I don't think there's anything that interesting about Angela's Isle. Angela's Isle, there's a joke there, but it's not really working. And that some would say that's not a joke that works. Lots of heavy shit, tons of time to do it. Okay, that's not too bad then. Squab me with a squib. Here we are, Angler's Isle. Ahoy! There's someone over yonder. Could the person who penned that letter, why not lubber over and invoke the right of parley? Oh, stay here and make sure the ship's boat shape. If you want to return to the Isle of Awakening, all you need to do is ask. Okay, let's go over here and invoke the right of parley. I don't think we really need the right of parley, but still, we shall do it anyway. There's a little sort of hub here and a little chest there. I was talking about the actual chest in the room, so don't be offended. Oh, hello. There's a little book here. There's a book entitled The Angler's Almanac. Do you want to read it? Oh, go on, why not? When I cast my mind back to my youth, I recall an old bodkin who lived on the waterfront. He was potty about fishing and one day took me in as his apprentice. That bodkin taught me everything I knew about angling, but the most important thing I learnt from him was that we do not fish with a rod. We fish with our soul. Yes, I always manage to put my arsehole in fish. If we follow the fish with our mind's eye, your hearts will tell us when to reel in. That is the true essence of fishing. That bodkin showed me that fishing is like a game we must play with nature. A game we win not with our rod or tackle, but with our hearts. With this in mind, I will now divulge all of the bodkin's teachings to you, dear reader. I do not claim to be a learned man, but I write this book with thoughts of fishing at the forefront of my mind. I hope avid anglers in future generations will find my words of use. Nosh, fisher. It's a good old Nosh. Fisherman of Remuldar. There are many more pages on the philosophy of fishing, each one densely packed with tiny writing. Felden gently closes the book and says, "No, I read too much." What time am I on till? Usually around about midnight. Could end up being slightly lower, could end up being slightly over. It depends on how carried away we get. Usually we get carried away in a sort of positive direction, as in post-midnight. But it's usually around about the midnight marker. Do-do-do. But she is almost like sort of a female bodybuilder. I think in fairness she's meant to be a female bodybuilder. Cool, I can't believe that blooming plunker went and cacked it. He proper left me in the lurch this time. Whoa, who the bleeding neck are you? And what are you doing on my island? Hey, you're a builder and you're saying you're reading me a letter? Sorry mate, but I don't know what you're chatting. I ain't reading no letters. Look, I ain't really in the mood to natter. My mate's gone missing and my nets are knackered. You seem like a nice lad, but do us a favour and jog on, yeah? Otherwise I might have to give you a little, one of those kisses from Scotland. Got time to poop and go craft. Fair enough. She's a female miner. Yes, I do believe she is. If we can get a closer look. Well, not at me, ideally. But yeah, she's got the sort of minor scars. And she is wearing just a belt. I know sometimes it's like, you say that in a sense of sarcasm. But on this occasion, she is literally wearing a belt as a bra. But there you go. She's also got sort of like one solid horn, it would seem. She gives me the solid horn, am I right? And one sort of fabricy, leathery horn. I didn't come here to make new friends, so just leave me be, eh? Hello again. I asked you to leave me alone, but you still want to have a chat? Don't nothing faze you, eh? Maybe you can help me out then. See that netting over there? That's my fish cage. Problem is, it's all broken and I don't know how to fix it. Oh, he's actually, with his phone, straining away on the bog. If you really are a builder, why don't you make some netting and fix the damage? Oh, okay, I'm about to learn how to make netting. That's fair enough. Netting! A woven string stretched to fashion a form of see-through wall. In fairness, we've seen enough netting to know what netting looks like, owing to the simple fact that we've got the old fishnets on the bunny costumes. So we know what netting looks like. I don't know where netting is, unfortunately. I suppose it's because it was a console game, but what would be really useful is a sort of search function where I could just type in netting and get back, well, get back the netting, I suppose, is the key thing. There it is. Netting. Don't know how much netting we need. Oh, yes. I feel like there should be a flush in the not too distant future, unless you are raised in a barn. Act like an animal and leave it for the next person to find as an unpleasant surprise. A flush and a wash of the hands, but there you go. Gordon, Bennett's a barracuda's brother. You fixed me fish cage up good and proper. You really are a builder after all. Thanks for that. You might just have saved me bacon there. But if I was... this will be at least a 2 flush job. I see. That is unpleasant, to say the least. And it does remind me slightly of a most devastating encounter I had at the game shop a little while back. I popped down for a piss, and I thought, okay, I'll just have a quick piss. And so I approached the toilet as you would for a quick piss. And it's only a small shop, so it is just, standard cubicle toilets, not, it's not got the urinals or anything like that. So before you sort of go, why don't you use a urinal? Weren't available. It's literally 2 cubicles next to one another. Job done. Which is, in fairness, where the jobs are done. But, yeah, I approached the toilet and I thought, oh, I need a piss, right? Oh, Lord, have mercy. And 2 enormous floaters, like, side by side. Pale as well. Shockingly pale. Like, I know there's, like, probably 7 shades of shite, considering you can knock at least 7 out of people. So there's probably more, but, you know for a fact there's at least 7 shades of shite for the fact that you can knock them out of people. But nonetheless, devilishly pale. I missed the ending of the game. Did you? But I'm here for this. Yes, you missed the good stuff, but you're here for the floater story. And so, yeah, I was kind of stuck. So I did my business and went, okay, don't mind me, the rest of the fucking shop. I'll flush this, shall I? And so I did. And then I left. Because it's like, I'm not sticking around for this. Literally, I'm not sticking around for this shit. And so I left, cleaned my hands, went back upstairs, and then we got to the end of the evening. And because I have a hefty drive, I always like to make sure I have another piss just before I leave, because then, I should be good for the journey home. I know I'm too regimented, but I can't help it. Structure and all that helps you get through days, I suppose. But nonetheless, I thought, alright, I'll go for another quick piss. And again, part of the structure and habitual nature of myself, I went to the same cubicle. I hadn't learnt my lesson. The devastating shock had clearly passed me by. There was apparently no post-traumatic shit disorder. PTSD. I replaced stress with shit because it was a joke. But nonetheless, I walked back in thinking I'd dealt with the situation by flushing the chain, but lo and behold, no. I went in there, I lifted the seat, and oh fuck me, one of them is still here. Sweet mother of mercy. And I gotta say, it's one of the girthiest shits I've ever seen. I mean, this is the sort of one that must have taken this individual at least half an hour, and probably caused an immense sore backside, because, as I say, this was 2 very girthy, very pale shits, and one went down on that first flush, but one stayed around for my second visit. I was like, oh Jesus Christ. And so yeah, I once again I was sort of locked in the situation, of course, and so I had to do my business, and I had a second flush, hoping it would perhaps alleviate the situation. But it does make you wonder if tracking that back, I flushed it and one piece disappeared. Now, either this individual didn't flush at all, or they did, and they had a third massive fuck off log. And it's just like, sweet mother of mercy. This shit may have been bigger than a human when it was at its peak. Anyway, that's the story of me being presented with 2 massive floaters when I approached the toilet at a game centre. I felt you needed to know this. This is key information that everybody needs in their life. Thanks for that. You might have just saved me bacon there. But if I was a follower of the children... I have an iron bladder, can drive for hours without thinking about it. Now, see, I could probably... But I always have that in the back of my mind that if I don't go before I set out, I'm going to struggle. And it's going to be that one occasion where it's like, nope, I really need a piss. I learnt that lesson years and years ago when I thought, and I suppose in fairness, this was at a pub, so I'd had a couple of, only like Pepsis or something, but nonetheless, I'd had like a couple of pints. And I thought, nah, it'll be fine. It's only about sort of 20 minutes home. And it was the longest 20 minutes of my life because it was very much like, I am now needing a piss. I am now needing a piss quite badly. I think I'm on the verge of actually pissing here. So it was very much like, I've got my own key. The moment this vehicle hits the driveway, I am gone. And I very much managed to keep it in, but nonetheless, it was one of those ones where it was like, no. Whenever I have to drive, piss first, drive later. And that is my mantra for the remainder of my life. Piss first, drive later. But if I was follower of the children, I'd be beating the living daylights out of you, right, Rabbit? No? Lucky for you, I ain't. Anyway, Gillian's the name. I fled me home and came here as far as away as I could get. There ain't nothing to do on this island but fish. So what are you doing all the way out here? Anyhow, you into fishing too? I mean, not really, but yeah, I might as well go with it. Pull the other one. You ain't no angler. You're a fish. I can spot your kind of... I'm not a fish. Do you understand what fish are? In fact, I don't know. Have we ever actually... We've had scallywinkles, but have we actually seen a fish in this game? I'm not 100% sure if we have. I can't think of an occasion where we've possibly seen a fish, although I might be wrong. Seen one? Is there a joke coming here? Nearly shit myself the other week. Excellent start to a story. Sunday morning, 6 a.m, ended up having to go feral and disappear into some woodland. Sometimes you lose the battle and just have to submit as gracefully as possible. True. But as I say, you always want to try and make sure your battle plan is as sound as possible. But yeah, of course, on some occasions, these things happen. But at least you found some woodland. Unless you did, nearly shit yourself. So you did get out there in time. You didn't actually shit yourself. So that's all right, isn't it? But yeah. I don't know if I'd... Well, I suppose when you got to go, you got to go. So I think I could probably shit in the woods. Do bears shit in the woods? Yes. So I probably could. But it wouldn't be a pleasant experience, I don't think. It wouldn't be my choice. Let's put it this way. I wouldn't just go, I need a poo. To the nearest forest. But yeah, as I say, in that sort of situation, it's better than the alternative. I can spot you a mile off. Tell you what, you can have this. Consider it a little thank you present for mending my nets. Are you going to give me a worm? Oh no, you're giving me an actual rod. Okay, cool. It is a tool. Cast a line and lure in some lovely lunkers. Nice. I suppose we did. I think I did possibly suggest there was a fishing rod on the table of stuff, but still. A river or lake, pond or ocean, wherever there's water you'll find fish. So if you see a wet patch, cast a line and play the waiting game. Okay, you've also got another questy thing. I don't know what was written in that letter you read, but whatever it said, I can tell it's lit the fishing fire in your belly. Want me to teach you the ancient mysteries of fishing? Ain't like I've got nothing better to do. Go on, teach me. That's the answer I wanted. From now on, you're my apprentice. I'll train you up into a first-class fisher, you'll see. Now, see that rocky bit? What's jutting out into the sea? That's the best spot on the island for a fledgling fisher to start. So when you're ready, pop over there and cast off. Once you've caught something, come and show me. I want to see if I was right to take you under my wing. I don't necessarily think you have taught me anything. It wasn't by choice. Well, it was. The choice was shit myself or not shit myself, yes. Reminds me of... Have you ever played the game Don't Shit Your Pants? That was so ridiculous. Such a ridiculous game, that one. There's some fish. There we go. We have now seen fish, even if we've never seen fish before. Oh, well, there we go. Perfect. Is there anything more to it? Nope. Just tap the button. A very simplistic fishing mechanic. I can distinctly get behind a very simplistic fishing mechanic, because there's several out there that are... Whoops, oh, yes, put the fish away. Marvellous. There are several out there that are just very much an issue. Oh, please do tell about the game Don't Shit Your Pants. I used to sing to the theme of Don't Lose Your Head from Carry On film. Carry On, Don't Lose Your Head. Don't shit your pants when you're needing a poo. Don't shit your pants or there'll be crying to do. But yeah, it's a sort of... I think it is a text type one. Yeah. I think basically you have this little man, this little pixel man on the screen, and he needs a poo. And your ultimate goal is to get him in the toilet so that he doesn't shit his pants. And one of the things you can do immediately is just type the word poo, and at that point he will just shit his pants. It's one of the ones with multiple endings. So you just type poo and he shits his pants immediately. You can remove pants, and I think then like squat on the floor and poo outside the bathroom. So at the very least you've managed your quest of not shitting your pants, but you have shat on the floor. You've got like some kind of sort of... I think you can relieve pressure by farting. So you just type the word fart in and it just relieves pressure. But there is the possibility if you fart too much, I think. If you keep farting, you will shart and you will shit your pants with a fart. It's very silly. But it is like, you know, multiple endings, multiple scenarios, and you just have to figure out the best way to get him to not shit his pants. And ultimately, as I say, your ultimate goal is to get him from outside the bathroom to inside the bathroom, sat on the toilet without his pants on. Because that's the other one I think you can do. I think you can open the door, sit on the toilet, and then shit. And it turns out that he didn't take his pants off, so you still shit your pants. You're just sat on the toilet having shat your pants. Which is probably the ultimate insult, really, isn't it? Let's be honest. Would you look at that? You've only gone and hooked yourself a mackerel. This ain't no beginner's luck. You've got the angler's touch. Now you know how to use a fishing rod. You can cast off any place there's water. I'm sure you'll find a fair few honey holes where the fish don't never stop biting. Oh, you want to know why I choose this remote island when I could have fished anywhere in the world? I think it's free to play as well, so if you just Google search "Don't Shit Your Pants," you'll probably find it, and I think it's free to play. It's because of them stinking children of Argon, innit? All their buildings bad, destruction's great nonsense was proper starting to peck me head. It's classed as a survival horror. Yes, it is. I remember that now. There's no bleeding way I was going to live in a world like that, so I said I ain't having it, and I legged it. This is where I ended up. Now, I'm assuming, is this... Oh, okay, fair enough. I've just had an idea, Veldin. Want to see something interesting? You know how you fix me nets? Well, I want you to see what happens when you release that mackerel into the fish cage. You won't be disappointed, I promise. If you want a bit more of an explanation, I'd only be too happy to tell you what I know. Free fishy! Select a fish and press X to set it free. Just make sure you're in a stretch of water with plenty of swimming space when you do. Okay, fair enough. I will set my fishy free. Oh! I've set a fishy free. Oh, there we go. I was wondering if he was going to stay in that one lone area, but no, he has in fact started fishing around. Nice. And I have just remembered as well, of course, we have been cooking fish as well. I think we have cooked mackerel in the past, but I might have been mistaken. Would you look at that? I've never seen an happier mackerel in all my days. He does like the corner though, doesn't he? If you enjoyed that, why not make your own fish cages or tanks and fill them with fish? You could watch them swim about whenever you like then. What could be more relaxing than that, eh? I reckon a builder like you can make some pretty impressive places to keep his fish. The possibilities are endless. What's that? You've got your own island where you make all sorts of stuff with your mates? You got no excuses then, have you? If I was you, I'd learn everything there was to know about fishing and use that knowledge to become a better builder. I'll try. I don't know. Oh, you've got another quest. I can see it in your eyes. Has got you hooked. But how'd you like to catch something that ain't mackerel? Word has it, there's something to the tune of 40 different kinds of fish out there. If you thought it finished at mackerel, you don't know the scale of it. Yeah, you heard me right. I said 40. That's bleeding loads, isn't it? So if you want to be known as a master angler, you're going to have to hook the biggest and rarest fish that the rivers and oceans have to offer. If you're up for the challenge, we'd best get started. See them rocks over there? Try casting your line off them and see what you can cook. Up to it then. It's very difficult. Like, it's fairly obvious that it's meant to have no H's, but it's surprisingly difficult to tell when reading that it's the H that's missing. This is your first step to becoming a real master. Once you've caught something that ain't a mackerel, bring it here and show me. I'll give it a go. If you stand on a rocky area and cast your line into the water, you might catch fish not found elsewhere. Well, I suppose we'll give it a go. I'm going to stand here and cast my rod. I will cast it out. Cast the demon out of your face. Oh, dang it. Yeah, okay, that's fine. There's a couple of other opportunities. God damn it, okay, fine. This is slightly more difficult than I'm making it, than it was earlier. Hey, nope, I think I failed all 3 times. Excellent. It's fine. Unless I am pushing the wrong button, in which case, bollocks. Oh, unless I'm doing it too... I feel like I'm... doing it too soon. That's the issue we've got. It became oddly obvious that I was doing it too soon when it just was not working at all. And it was like, I can't react quicker than this game. But yay! It's... there we go. I thought so. Oops, I can't remember how. The way Malroth is just sort of staring at me. You caught a fish. You got a motherfucking fish. Look at that. Look at the boy. Look at the boy. He got a fucking fish. Yeah, I quite like the oddly sinister nature of that. Sharp shot. You can't see the difference there. Do I do that? Must be afterwards. Okay, there we go. Oh no, not. No. Yep. No, we're okay. I just wanted to sort of increase the blur. Okay, no, I don't want to increase the blur that much. No. Yeah, a little... Just realised the fact that Malroth is technically slightly floating, but still. Never mind. Black and white. I do quite like the time-worn one, but natural's kind of okay. But yeah, I think I'll go with that one. Save that snapshot. That's the one. Today's fish is trout a la creme. Please enjoy your meal. I once worked as a manager in a cinema. We had a toilet literally explode. Oh Lord. There was thousands of people's amalgam of brown matter and an impressive Jackson Pollock across the ceiling, walls and floors. A team member and I spent 2 hours cleaning. I still have PTSD to this day. I'm not surprised. I had jambalaya for dinner that night. I'll never forget. Oh, that is brutal beyond comparison. I wouldn't. I think at that point I'd claim some kind of. Well, I'd just leave. even as the manager, I think I'd just go, no, and just sort of slowly back out the building, back out of the car park, and just continue backing out until I got home. I wouldn't even remember to get the car. I would just keep walking backwards, shaking my head, going, no. And then the next day when they said, why did you leave? I'd go, I don't remember a thing. I don't even remember having left the car behind. The last thing I remember from yesterday was you said there was a problem. And then the next thing I remember was just waking up backwards in the garden going, no. Which was lucky because it did feel like the fence was going. Because I got stuck, unable to move back any further. Blimey, for a second you might be a fish out of water, but that prize goes to the striped beak fish you just snagged. You know, because you reeled it in, innit? Now, if you ain't figured it out already, let me explain. You'll catch all sorts of different fish depending on where you cast off from. But if you want to catch the rarest kinds, you can't beat the rocks on the seashore. You've really got a knack for this, you know. When I first come here, I never in a million years thought I'd bump into someone like you. If only Finn was still here, that bloke probably had fish on his brain. He'd be overjoyed to see how quickly you've taken to angling, I tell you. Who is Finn? I mean, fish pun. Oh, fuck. I've only just realised the fucking fish pun in her name as well. It's because I automatically called her Gillian. And my brain was going, are you sure there's not something more to this name? Because I think it was Dougie and Digby were miners. You know, they were digging and they would have dug. And my brain just went, yeah, she's called Gillian. I don't understand why she's called Gillian. That's a very normal name, but it's got Gill in it. Gills. Yeah, Gills. I think Dragon Quest sometimes hurts. It's physically painful. But then there's also Finn as well. We use this special bio powder that solidifies anything wet. It turned the brown watery mess into a black sack. And a half of into a black sack and a half of slurried human shite. I much prefer my method of nah, and just backing away. No end to the backing away. If you're wondering who this Finn character I keep banging on about is, well, he's my fishing buddy. He went out on a fish finding mission and never came back. Good bloke he was and all, bit of a nosy so-and-so, but a mate nonetheless. I'm sad to see him gone, to be honest. You know what? Ever since you caught that first fish, my tummy's been rumbling like nobody's business. Now you can't call yourself a master angler if you don't know how to cook your day's catch. Why not chuck that striped beak fish on the bonfire and grill me up some grub? I'll have a go. It's going to be a brand new recipe, isn't it? I think, anyway. Unless it is just cooked fish. Nope, it's a brand new recipe. Excellent. That's what we like to see. Are those notes actual notes? Oh yeah, they are. There are some sheets of paper with writing on them. Do you want to read them? Yes. Dear... I suppose arguably it's supposed to be Gillian, perhaps then, but I think the name is technically pronounced Gillian. Dear Gillian, when you think about how big all the ocean in the world is, how many new species of fish must be out there, what are you waiting to be found? Maybe if I caught one, you'd love fishing even more than what you already do. Maybe then you'd open up a bit. I bet there's a very specific bit he wants opening. That's why I'm going to set sail for the open sea in search of new fish. I hope you'll wait for me to return home. From your eternal admirer, Finn. The message ends here. It seems to have been written recently. Oh, there's another one. There's a newish notebook with Frolicking with Fish written on it. Do you want to take a closer look? I said to the GM, I'm assuming he's that general manager? Because my instinct was, I said to the games master, I said, look, You may have rolled a 20 on exploding toilets, but I've rolled a 20 on fucking off. But yes, I'm assuming general manager anyway. That any decent manager would never expect anyone to do something that they themselves wouldn't. I regret being noble. I bet you do. Very much the opposite of any management methods that I've seen in the past, which is, I'm the manager, you do it. But there you go. Yes, go on, well, let's take a look. Oh, all the pages are completely blank. Oh, someone couldn't be bothered to finish their book. Anyway, I mean, at this point, we might as well just wait for the fish to cook. Do. And then we'll probably wait for the fish to cook and get the next part of Gillian's mission out of the way. Especially because it'd be interesting to see precisely what it cooks up as. Does it cook up as a grilled beakfish? Yes, it does. A simply seasoned striped beakfish grilled over an open flame. Nice. That's a brand new dish to me. Is that a grilled beakfish you got there? Can I have it? Yeah, go on. You might as well. Cheers, Fielding. I'll tell you what, you grilled it to perfection. Down the hole it goes. Nom 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 nom. Cool, blimey. That's delicious. I always say that when it comes to fish, you've got to keep it simple and use only the freshest ingredients. Try chucking in a few veggies and whatnot next time. I'm sure you can come up with some right tasty recipes. Here, take this. You're a decent angler now, but you'll really look the part with that on your bonts. You can get changed at the dressing table over there if you like. I've got a straw hat. Available at the dressing table. Shall I put my straw hat on? Go on, I'll treat myself, put my straw hat on. I could change the entire outfit if I particularly wanted to. I could change my entire gender if I particularly wanted to. I don't particularly want to change my gender at this point. I'm happy and satisfied as the glorious man that I am. There we go. The historic hat. I believe... Yeah, I think that's Dragon Quest Builders 1. Might be wrong, but I believe that's Dragon Quest Builders 1. Wavy locks, lovely. Oh, look at that. A Draki cap. The pumpkin mask and my straw hat. Yeah, fuck it, we'll put a straw hat on. Could put a mask on. Could put a bow in my hat. It's already really got a bow on it, so probably unnecessary. Oh, yeah. I've got me a moustache. 2 pairs of glasses I don't think we need. Bunny rabbits and blushes I don't think we need. Slightly tempted to run around with a moustache, but not tempted enough, I'm afraid. Builder's workwear. Oh boy, now that does look like a fine combo, doesn't it? I'm going to give me on that. I don't think we want to change anything else, because I mean the hammer I've got is fine. The sword I've got is fine. The shield I've got is pretty much fine. Yeah, fuck it. We're having a moustache now. Am I happy with the new look? I mean, the new look. The new look is satisfactory. I don't know if I'd actually go as far as to say I'm happy with it, because I'm in a straw hat with a brand new moustache. She'll never recognise me. Well, howdy, ma'am. I'm a brand new person. Now my belly's full, I feel like doing some more fishing, but I've got a slightly trickier challenge in mind for you this time. You've had it easy up to now, but some fish are slipperier customers than others. If you want to catch the best fish, there's a few techniques you'll need to master first. I want to see if you can catch a rockfish, a clownfish and a sunfish. Make sure you release them into the fish cage when you're done. You might have noticed that I ain't taught you no secret techniques. That's because I'm a firm believer in learning by doing. Still, if you do get in a pickle, I can spare a few words of advice. Fish are fury. No fish wants to be caught, but some will even fly into a rage. When this happens, press and hold A and wait for your catch to calm down. Okay, so a slightly different method. We'll do it on top of the beach, I suppose. I'm assuming, because the suggestion seems to be... Oh, there's a big fish there. There's a big fish. Yes, I will reel in the tiddler. I might as well reel in the tiddler. Hey, clownfish. Nice. I found Nemo. Tee-hee-hee-hee-hee-hee-hee. Look at me. I think we need another snapshot of this, don't we? It's slightly unfortunate. Oh, I think it's slightly unfortunate that I keep fucking it up. No, that's not. No. Where's the buttons? Goddamn buttons, indeed. Okay, there we go. That's it. We'll look at the camera this time. Yeah, I think it's going to have to be. It's going to have to be from something like that, because otherwise, otherwise positions are going to be very strange. So facial expressions, happy. Oh, select expressions, everyone. You own. Whoops, I don't know why that did that, but never mind. Oh, he's sad because of the fish. No, he does have to look at the camera. Now, if we go... Oh, okay. It's everyone or nothing. Okay. Surprised! He's surprised I caught the fish. He's seriously thinking about fish. Oh, he's slightly happy about the fish. Now he's very happy about the fish. Now he's very angry about me catching a fish. Now he's very sad. We'll go with surprise. He was astonished that I managed to catch the fish. We'll just go with no filter, I think. Just save that snapshot. Boom. That'll do nicely. Put the fish away. And now let's try catching another one. Although, now that there's no tiddlers, I don't know which one I particularly want to actually catch. I don't know what one's this going to be. Oh, that's a mackerel again. Okay, it's fine. Put the fish away. Put that fish away, sir. Put that fish away. Okay, so ideally we don't want that middle one. I don't know, if I just leave it. Yeah, perfect. At this point, we do want to try and reel in this one. Boom. And this, I suspect, is going to be an angry fish. Although... there we go. Angry fish. You can probably hear me furiously tapping. My first sunfish. Holy shit, that's a big fish. I'm not going to take a photo of every single fish. But I almost feel obliged to take a photo of every single fish. We'll try fishing off the grass. I don't know if we've ever fished off grass before. This isn't really how you change up which fish you catch, I'd like to point out. Also, there doesn't appear to be a fish here. This appears to be an invisible fish. Oh, it's another clownfish. I'm guessing that clownfish disappeared and was hiding somewhere in some... Well, yep. It's because I keep thinking that initial splash is your reeling point, and it's not. So it's going to be difficult to get over. That's slightly inconvenient. That's going to be another mackerel, isn't it? Yeah. Which fish did you want? You wanted a clownfish, a sunfish, and something else. Yeah, silhouettes. But what fish did you want? I only really need to know which fish you wanted. Could you stop talking about that and just ask fish location? Ah, okay. You can catch different fish depending on where you're standing, like rocks. Mind you, this is only true on the seashore. So if you're fishing by the ocean, okay, fishing by the ocean, I'm changing it up, I suppose. Rockfish on rocks, clownfish. Oh, I see. Right. Oh, do I? No. Oh, yeah, right. Okay, rocks. I suppose these are rocks, technically, aren't they? But this is where the beakfish was as well. Hopefully this is not a beakfish. Every time. It's really not a difficult fishing method. It's one of the simplest ones I've ever encountered. But I just can't seem to get myself queued up on it. Now, I do wonder if maybe... No, that's not quite what I was after. No, I think they're the same... I suppose technically these are slightly different rocks. I don't know. Oh, this might be. Yeah, you never know. This is the tiddler again. Could be a clownfish again. Yeah. Every time I push the button, it irritates me a little bit more. That's the one. Oh, is this fish going to get angry? Am I going to give it a chance? No, I'm not. Are you a rockfish? No, you're another clownfish. I had a feeling you were another clownfish. Are there any other surfaces that might be obviously the surface I want? I don't think so. I do now just wonder if it's a case of hoping for the best and getting lucky. Because I'm fairly certain the Tiddler is going to be the clownfish, so we don't want the Tiddler. I don't know if the big one is going to be the rockfish. I feel like the middle one might be the beakfish, so we'll go for the big one. I'm not 100% convinced either way. I want to be careful with this one because, of course, it's going to be an angry fish. Or not. No, apparently not so much. Is this the rockfish I was looking? No, this was a sunfish again. Dang it all. So maybe it is the middle one after all. Which is inconvenient. Getting some Animal Crossing vibes here. That's true. There are distinct Animal Crossing vibes. Although I've never actually played Animal Crossing, so I can't say for absolute certainty. But I have seen it, so I do know roughly what you mean. That's a sunfish again. Maybe I do need a different surface here. I don't think there are any other specific surfaces around in this area. Okay. This is possibly a little bit more rocky. Well, I feel like it might be the same, but oh well, never mind. Let's go for it. I thought I'd hate it, but it sank so much time into it. It's a surprisingly great game. Oh, I've always liked the idea behind it. I quite like the idea. They seem to have sort of like a lot of customization to it as well. Like the way you can sort of build your own t-shirts and stuff or some such. I can't say that with absolute certainty, but I'm fairly certain that was a thing I saw. People sort of build their own custom character shirts and stuff. So that's quite a nice idea. Got a nasty feeling this is going to be another mackerel. Yeah. My God, it's the nightmare that was Towser Arise fishing forever, all over again. Why do I put myself through it? Why do I insist on putting myself through the idea of trying to catch a load of different fish? Goddamn fucking sunfish again. I'm not getting the fish I want, or the fish I need. Yeah, clownfish and sunfish. But I need a rockfish. A rockfish! Rockfish. I suppose maybe. Can I do it on top of this rock? Oh, maybe. Distinctly maybe. Once again, that fish is a fish through a block, but... Oh, angry fish! Get in my thing! There we go, come on, rockfish, rockfish! Okay, fair enough. I should have spotted that there was a rock here, and you needed to do a rockfish on a rock. That is my bad for not just taking the simple interpretation and embracing it. Right, well, we'll pop the old clownfish in there, pop the old sunfish in there, and now unfortunately we do need to find, whoops, I don't know, oh, I was slicing something apart, not my finest move. Find the rockfish and pop the rockfish in there. Excellent. Right, we'll set it up to talk to her next time, but we will put it away now. We'll cook. Oh no, I don't want to release the fish, you dozy fuck. Oh, I see, I can't cook clownfish and I can't cook sunfish. Oh, that's disappointing, isn't it? Anyway, we'll set up that I want to be facing her next time, and then we'll probably carry on fishing. Carry on fishing. Carry on fishing. Yes, carry on fishing. Carry on fishing. Because when you're fishing, you know that you're winning indeed. But yeah, we'll do a touch of Graveyard Keeper, as is back to the norm, back to life, back to the normalcy, back to everything. So we wanna grab a bit of musicality, just for a moment or two. Yeah. Don't know if that's gonna. I think that'll probably be fine. These will suffice. Add to a player list so I can see the time frame. Yeah, we're looking for about 8 minutes, something like that. So we shall be back in approximately 8 minutes for Graveyard Keeper. See you in 5 to 8 minutes.